So this is our daily vlog. I got the hat on because I'm going through an exfoliating thing with the skin cancer kind of stuff that you get in when you're a bald-headed guy in Florida. So please excuse the hat. So what we're dealing with right now is, again, we're expanding this company into a new marketplace. Okay, we're right in the middle of doing that. And what are we doing every day? Okay, right now, because we want to make things happen. You know, Taylor's kind of frustrated, Logan's frustrated, I'm frustrated, and we're pushing. Now, we have to accept the fact that the market is a declining market. We also have to accept the fact that we're coming into and starting a new business in our slow season. Now, our slow season is not really that slow, but we run fewer crews. So we run like 13, 14, 15 crews this time of the year. And then plus 2 machine-driven demolition crews. So we're going to Sarasota. Right now, what I've been doing is I've been advertising on Facebook. I've been advertising on Google Ads, and I've been dialing this stuff in, and I've been just immersed in it. And you might say, geez, well, why don't you just hire somebody to do that? I don't know if you've ever hired marketing people in the past. I have several times, and I have to tell you, it's not good, man. It's not good, you know. And I listen to Alex Hormozy, and he talks about this same thing. And I listen to David Fogarty, and he talks about the same thing. You almost got to learn this part of it yourself. One of the guys, when I was working on a job in a really fancy place down here called Tiburon, which is like crazy rich, like crazy rich. At the end of the street, I've told the story before, but there's a super cool house, Rolls Royce in the front yard, or in the front of it. And one day I'm heading back out, and it's faced in the direction where I could see the license plate. And it said Tops SEO. So I asked the guy we're working for, I said, whose car is that at the end of the street? And he says, well, that's the guy. I don't remember if he said he was the CEO or the guy that owns Hertz rental cars. So I'm thinking to myself, man, that's been in the back of my brain the whole time ever since that happened. And I thought, you know, I wonder what that's all about. So now I kind of, as we grow and have grown, I've learned, the marketing I've learned from doing real estate and stuff has helped us very much here. So I learned in real estate, if you didn't have a sign on the yard, nobody could call on the house. Most people didn't have access to the MLS except through a real estate agent, and most real estate agents don't know what they're doing. So it pretty frustrating. So I learned that if I put a sign on the house, they'll call me, I'll follow up, I'll call them back, and I could do a lot of things like I could screen, I could filter. The way I filtered way back then was I put on the sign. This is how much we're asking, and all the pertinent things that they're going to call about. So if they're going to call, they're going to call because they want to go see it. So, and it worked, you know, and I learned that from some of these real estate gurus, and it's worked really well. So when we started doing this, I was advertising on Craigslist, and I was advertising anywhere where I could do something for free, using those little plastic Coroplast signs, the 18 by 24 signs. And then I lettered the crap out of everything we had. If you were sitting at a stoplight in front of me, you were getting advertised the whole time. And it worked. It's worked. So that's what we've done. Now, we're moving into a new marketplace. We're not up there all the time. Now, when our trucks are up there, we are getting calls off of our trucks. Our trucks stand out. They're like rolling billboards. Every one of my trucks has advertising all the way around it. So right now, we're frustrated. Okay, I'm frustrated because I'm putting up these ads, and then I'm testing them to see if they're running up there, and they're not. Been doing Google Ad stuff. It was called Google AdWords for 20 years. And normally I could put an ad on and it would just run, you know. Normally they would pick up keywords that didn't have anything to do with my business, and they get a whole bunch of extra money that they didn't deserve. So you had to be careful. So I've learned a few things about broad match keywords and stuff like that. So learned a lot. Now I'm back into this, doing this in a bigger way, and we need it in order to get traction. Well, it's just not going fast. You know, I don't know if it's the market slowed down. I don't know if it's going to take us a little bit longer to get rolling up there than what we anticipate. We're kind of leaning back on doing blasts back into our own areas. I bought a list that's specifically for general contractors and stuff up there. That's where that's our best customer. Billy Bob, ordinary customer guy, he doesn't really know anything about construction. So you come in and do demo for him, and he's like, well, you scratched my baseboard. It's like, dude, you don't paint your house before you renovate it. Really? But that's the kind of stuff you deal with. So dealing with general contractors, they know this stuff. They explain it to the customer, and there's a lot less problems. So we've been spoiled to death. We've been able to work just pretty much for general contractors, and we do a really good job, and we do it fast for them. We do it for a good price. We also do this repurposing thing that's worked out really well for both us and for them because we get lower prices. A lot of times they get the benefit of the lower price. Sometimes their customer. It depends on how they structure their business. That's up to them. I'm not going to tell them how to do their business. So, all right. So today we are tearing down the first 7-story building as Remove It Pros. And yesterday the machine showed up. Came from Lakeland. We had a little problem with the machine. One of the first machine. It was supposed to be here a week and a half ago. Well, they get to the day before and they call us up and say, well, the machine's broken and we can't bring it to you. It's like, hey, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for letting us know. So, but anyway, we found another company. They said, yes, 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 yes. They rushed it out here. They got it out here within a couple days. Yesterday got here missing one of the key parts to this thing. So we were planning on starting this morning at 7 o'clock. We're going to start today probably, if they found the right plate. Supposed to be here by 9:30. They should be able to put the machine together and have it ready by 11. And we're going to go ahead and do our first live, which we've never done before. And my editing team, they like to keep me on the. They like to keep me out of the comfort zone. Let's put it that way. So, at any rate, that's cool. Back to the advertising. I'm just going to keep grinding on it. I know so much more now than I did a month ago. I know so much more now than I did 2 months ago. And I'm really focusing in. I mean, right now, our ads are not running on Facebook because the credit card that we have on file, they won't accept the payment. And then I went and put 2 different other credit cards on, and they wouldn't accept those payments. There's nothing wrong with these credit cards. We're using these credit cards for other things. I don't know what to do. You know, I put an email out to the contact at Facebook. No answer. Boggles my mind. Just boggles my mind. You know, you take the humanness out of all this stuff and then you don't get back to people. It's stupid. I mean, how much money are they wasting every day? I mean, these ads are going to be probably $1,000 a day for us while we get this thing rolling, if they'll let them run. So I don't know what the answer is. So I'm going to learn it though. That's just all there is to it. So Logan and Talon are off on a shooting vacation out in Idaho. So I've got the reins for the next 3 days, Monday, today, tomorrow, and Monday. And then Logan's gone for a week after that. So every day I'll be into the shop and doing stuff up there, which I love. I love doing all this stuff. I don't hate doing what I'm doing now. It's a necessary evil. It's something that has to be done and has to be learned. And I'm the one, you know, I'm not as physically able to do the things that Logan and Talon can do. And then also, you know, got to teach them to run it so they can run it. I won't be here forever, you know. So I've lived my life, so who knows how long I want to make it. But anyway, it's Remove It Pros Demolition, and thank you for watching. And that's what we're doing, and that's where we're at right now. It's kind of exciting based on where we started this thing back in October of last year, which was to grow Remove It Pros, grow it all over the state of Florida at the bare minimum. So Remove It Pros Demolition. This is Remove It Pros Pure Entrepreneur. We have a Remove It Pros Junk Removal, which we're coming out with a book to show you how to start with nothing and go into the junk removal business. And you could parlay that into any kind of business you want. And demolition would be a good one. So that's it. I'll see you on the next video.